That was Flint's treasure that we had come so far to seek, and that had cost already the lives of 17 men from the Hispaniola. Hello everybody, welcome to my Day 4 Windrose journey. I think you'll notice something a little different here. I have the upgraded Ketch. It is the Brethren Ketch. It has some octopi on the aft. I named it the Flying Fortress because it has 60,000 HP, which I think is 15,000 more than the basic Ketch. I decided I wanted to go ahead and craft this one up because I was running into huge amounts of enemies as I was trying to farm up some piasters to sell in Tortuga. But anyway, the goal for today is going to be to level up, because if you take a peek at my quest journal, if I want to head to the foothills, I should be around level 8. I'm only level 5. I actually took on the boss, Richards, like 4 or 5 levels under. So the first thing we're going to do today is head to this Shipwrecked Brigantine and get the experience from it. Because in Windrose, the way you get experience is through exploring, not necessarily combat. So today's video is going to be seeing how much I can level up, and then we are going to hit Tortuga and buy some exciting things before we head to the foothills and find the perfect place to set up a base. Now my ship isn't the only thing new that you will notice. I also now have this rapier of 1,000 cuts. This is probably my most wanted item because when I played the alpha, I also had it, and my gosh, it is so fun to just jump in, pop a bleed on a boss, and jump out. So I'm so excited I found it. And the really funny thing about it, oh, we've got some ships here. I'm gonna have to take these down if I want to land on this island, I think. That's gonna be first matter of business. I don't want to leave this ship to be sunk on the shore. So let's wrap around and take on these 3. They're only level 3. It should be no big deal now that I've upgraded the ship. But anyway, I was walking around my very first starter island, and the very first viewpoint that you spawn near, that little tiny shipwreck on the shore with the box in it, I opened that box, and not only did it have the lantern, but there was the rapier of 1,000 cuts. So I could have had it right from the jump. But anyway, it is upgraded. It is level 5. There is the brig I want to search for experience. But as I said, I have a feeling... Oh, there's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. We gotta do this. I'm gonna get myself healing. The green kits will heal as long as you don't get hit. As soon as you get hit, they disappear. Alright, that was a pretty good shot on her there. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make this shot. I will. There we go. I'm gonna pop a combat kit and shoot at her aft. Oh no. So the way that works is you can get bonus damage by shooting the backside of a ship. Alright, let's swing around here. Don't like that sound at all. Please tell me I got one of those. Okay, good. I want to try and get the treasure ship with my 4s. Ooh, I totally missed. I went right over the bow. Alright, nice. I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my combat heals. Let's try this again. That was a good one. And so was that. So you saw that yellow damage, right? Now I don't like turning my rear to them, but at this stage they weren't in a good position to shoot, so that's fine. Let's see if I can get a nice leading shot here on that gunboat. Nice, that was a good one. And from the 4, and from the port. Nice, she's down. This is so satisfying, I love it. Alright. Oh, that was not a great shot. I'm just gonna go ahead and sink this one. And turn. And sink this one. There we go. I did not want to board because I just got done doing a whole bunch of boarding in that video that I just put out the other day. And my mission is to loot that brigantine that's on the shore. But anyway, that was fun. So that's kind of how this ship is. And now that I'm out of combat, I can pop a combat heal. So yeah, I guess my tips with combat are to not show your rear to the enemy, because I'm pretty sure they can get vulnerable shots on you that way as well. And to aim for the enemies aft, the rear, because you will get bonus damage. I read on the Discord that the developers don't really call it a crit, it's just a vulnerable spot on the ship to hit. So that's how that's going. We're gonna pull up to this island, and I was thinking, how cool would it be to build some kind of an outpost here? I think that would be fun. Alright, let me see how I'm doing position-wise. And I'm wondering what kind of enemies we're gonna come across here. I also just realized I may not have the materials I need to make a tent to save my spawn. So it looks like we've— ooh, you know what? This could be fun. Let's see if this works. Does it? Will it blend? It will. Oh my gosh, he went flying. I'm gonna have so much fun with this. I think I'm just gonna have to eat my food and go in there and quit cheesing. Cheesing can be so fun though. I really do love that they made shots to shore possible. Alright. Let me make sure I don't have anything in my inventory that I'd be oops, unhappy to lose. There's my good food. Ooh, and gimme those loot items, because I can make better healing potions with them. These little blue items, these undead essences. Is this a chest I can loot? No. Okay, so here we go. Let's give you a demonstration of this rapier. So these are cool, because when you parry them, they get knocked over. Do I have gunpowder? Nope. I think gunpowder is really my only— ooh, thing. Please. Gunpowder is my only thing that I'm having issues finding. Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna learn how to craft it on the foothills. So these are just bleeding away. Okay. There we go. So look at all that undead essence. That undead essence is what you need to craft those on my 8 hotkey there. Oh wow, there are way more undead than I thought here. Well, I'm just gonna wrap around this way. Oh, he looks like a chunk. I might have to get back on the ship and blast him down with my broadsides, which is fine with me. So look, if you parry this thing— hold on. Wow, as I cannot parry. There, it flips over. Okay. What do we have in here? Hard grog and wrought iron lamps. Ooh, this is perfect. I was wanting some more decorations as I'm ramping up to build. Okay, let's see what we can do. Do I have wood? You know what? I'm gonna be able to build a tent because, thank you to a commenter on one of my past videos, you can actually harvest the seaweed off the ground. Uh-oh. You can harvest the seaweed off the ground, and then let me get some wood from these. No wood? The things made of wood didn't drop wood? Neither did those. Uh-oh. Let me try this barrel, surely. There we go. Okay, I don't know if it's enough, but... Alright. Let's pop a tent up. Okay. Saved by seaweed. Let's do this. come get me. Uh-oh. We've got runners. Shoot. I'm just gonna bleed on. Oh, there's 2 of these. Woo! Stamina management, stamina management. I'm also gonna pull them away from my tent in case I die. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, so far so good. Bleed is doing work. Alright, 1 down. See, this is where I wish I had gunpowder. Ooh. And there they go. Okay, so that is why I love the rapier. And I do have points into, what is it? Let's see. Precision. Because that goes with the specific weapon I'm using. Alright, now I think we should be able to... Oh, there's another one. And this one is a 1-star. Okay. He's breaking seaweed there. Uh-oh. He hurts. Oop. Nice. Okay. Please tell me that is all of the drowned that I have to take care of today. Is that it? Hold on. I've got my lantern here somewhere. There it is. Alright, what do we have in here? Combat repair kit. Oh, this is so good. More decorations. I couldn't ask for more. Was that it? It is? Okay, so let's check out those plans. To learn plans, you go into your curios, and here we have ship's wheel chandelier, and we have wrought iron lamps. So now I have those. And it gave me 50 experience, so I'm not quite to level 6, but I'm on my way. Alright. Next thing we are going to hit up is I'm going to find Hale, because this is a quest location, and we're going to see what quest he has to do, or what quest I have to do. Or, I think I'm going to go up to Blackbeard's crew's 3rd map. We're going to go see what that's about. I still haven't dug up one of those Blackbeard maps yet. So let's go see what the buzz is with those and see what kind of loot we get from them. So the pull of treasure was too strong. Hale and the smugglers would have to wait. I'd find Blackbeard's cache first, then help Hale and the smugglers escape Blackbeard's grasp. Land ahead, I do see some kind of arch. I also see what looks like a shipwreck. This looks like a really interesting island. Look at that, it's got like a lagoon that I'm looking at here. That's pretty cool. It's got a lagoon in front of an arch. I wonder if this would be a good island to build on. I've been seeing a few that look really intriguing. And now that we get closer, it looks like that is a tree rather than a shipwreck. I thought it was the mast of a shipwrecked beauty, but it's not. So let's pull in here and see what this Blackbeard treasure has. I really like this island, actually. An interesting thing I will mention, about the islands is that they are not all the same. So the outline of them may be the same, but once you get on the island, the layout can be different. So there's this kind of famous half moon island with an island in the center in the community that people have been posting like on Reddit and in the Discord. But you'll notice that sometimes that little island in the center is connected to the half moon, and sometimes it's its own island, like it's completely separate island. So while the general shape of that whole island is more or less the same, there are some small differences, which I think is pretty cool. So it makes everyone's journey feel a little more unique. But like, look at how cool this is. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna build here. I do love the foothills as a biome, but like, to me, this is totally where Pirate Paradise could be. This is where Pirate Paradise is gonna be. I hope there's nothing terribly scary on this island that would keep me from building here. We're about to find out, I think. We've got some pigs, which can definitely be scary. It's the low-level pigs, though, which is nice. And let's see, what do we have here? I gotta hurry it on up because my eggs are about to run out. My food. So I'm supposed to... This looks like a nice area to dig. Look at this. We've got a skeleton. That should be the visual marker. We're gonna dig right where the mound is. Let's see. There it is. We found it. What's in it? 10 silver ingots, 50 piasters, and Blackbeard sails colors. That's awesome. Gathering clouds from the depths. Nice. Very cool. Now, how much experience did I get from that? I'm not sure how much experience I got from that. I wonder if I have to do all of the treasures in order to get experience from all of it. But anyway, I think this would be a really cool island to build on. Okay. Next on our list of things to do in an attempt to get experience is to head up to the Buccaneers base. So the way the factions work is that there's the Tortuga main, which has NPCs from the factions, but then there's also a base island that each faction has that you can visit, where like those quest hub NPCs will be. So we're gonna make our way up to the Buccaneers and see what quest I can do for them and see what experience it will give me. My goal, I think, is to try to get to level 7. I think that's fair. Then I will go to the foothills. Seems like a fair deal to me. So I set sail for the Buccaneers camp, hoping that they would also give me a fair deal, as I had helped them a little bit in their quest against Blackbeard. Check this out. This will be my first time visiting the Buccaneers at their base island. See if I can pull in here without crashing. I think I'm gonna... Ooh! I really like the layout of their building. I really hope we can get a hold of those building pieces. I like that a lot. It looks like it's gonna be a courtyard building. I am a sucker for courtyards. I love them. I love them. It does in fact look like a courtyard. Alright, we've got Black Axle. I wonder who Black Axle is. Okay, so he's a chef. 30% chance to craft an extra portion. Okay, so cool. Now I know where to find a chef. You guys, I have a bit of a problem with, I'm a bit addicted to farming piasters by, taking ships down. I'm a bit addicted. Not afraid to say, wow, look at this. And look at the butterflies on the plants. I cannot wait till I can build those plants. I love how much this game has changed so much. It's insane. You got a nice crow up there. Okay, anyway. Easy to get sidetracked. Who am I looking for? Is he up here? I believe he is.
I promise to keep my people safe.
Charlie Sharp, who are you?
People need order.
Okay, I'm Charlie Sharp. I help the lost souls of the townsfolk since the governor's passing. We set up a temporary shelter for those who lost everything, but trouble breeds here like flies and manure. Okay, so the point of the whole Tortuga story is that people have been pushed off of it, and I'm pretty sure each faction has its own person in charge of helping trying to get Tortuga back afloat again. So anyway, my lads can't handle it. If only someone capable could help, and that's where we come in to help with that whole process. So tell me where the ship is. Thank you. I feel like the shackles have fallen off my wrists. I can finally breathe easier. Once you retrieve the food, bring it here. Okay, so we've had to retrieve hides, gunpowder, and now this is food. So the pig quest from the main island has ultimately led me here. And I just got 50 experience from it. Okay. How's my level doing now? It's quite slow, the level gain. It's very interesting. But man, this place is really pretty. I gotta get like a screenshot here. Look at how cool that is. I love it. Love it. And the birds on the roof. You know, they've really done a good job with all the extra details. Okay, let's see where we're headed to next. Okay, so many things I want to do. So we're just going to keep going. We're going to go to Blackbeard's 4th map. Then we're going to go up to the supplies from the ship we need to get. It's kind of convenient that all of this has been in like a nice half moon. Nice crescent. We can go from one to the other. Pretty easily. All in a row. So off we go to the next treasure map. Check out this island. It has a whole inlet on it. Look at that. It goes... I might have to build on this one. I don't know. I keep finding better and better islands. Look at that though. You can go right through the arch. Oh man, you can sail through the arch into your harbor. Might be the one. This is crazy. I am loving exploring the new islands. I love how they look. I should be just about to hit the shore here. It's going to be nighttime, so I'm going to have to hurry and get this done with. Hopefully those gunboats don't bother me. But look at this. Look at how perfect this is. How cool, with a small ship you could go right through the archway and into the harbor. I don't know if it would let you call a bigger ship, but I'm excited about this one. It just keeps getting better and better location-wise. Not sure how that's gonna, you know, like if that's gonna keep happening. I think I'm just getting really lucky with the islands I'm visiting right in a row. Anyway, where is this next one? We've got a giant rock. Oh, here's the skeleton, and I'm assuming if we dig right here, we'll get our chest. And there it is. I can barely see it because it's becoming nighttime, but let me get rid of this shovel. Alright, silver, piastres, and minor cutthroat ring increases critical damage by 10. Interesting. So right now I have resource gathering consumes 35% less stamina. Yeah, we're going to be switching that one out for the crit ring. Thank you very much. I have no idea where I even found that gathering ring. It just popped onto my character when I looted something or other. So I don't think that actually gave me any experience. I think I'm gonna have to collect all of the Blackbeard maps before I get experience. But this is going to be the island where I build. I know you've heard me say it before, but this is just too good to pass up. Unless there's a foothills island that has like a similar layout, because I really like the plains, the look of the plains. Yeah, unless that happens, I'm gonna be building here. So as soon as I get my level 6, we're gonna head to Tortuga, and I'm gonna show you my absolute hoard of loot that I have been collecting. But for now, we're gonna have to find this quest ship. And it looks like we're gonna have to do it in the cover of night, which is going to be challenging, but I'm ready. I've got my lantern. So I snuck through the night past fleets of Blackbeard's ships just to find a sitting duck of a ship on the water, full of undead, and holding the food that I needed. Alright guys, this is a level 7 ship. I am level 5. My ship here has upgraded gear that goes up to level 5. I'm gonna just poke it, and we're gonna see what happens. It might outclass me, and I might have to return to this after I've been able to buy all my upgrades at Tortuga. Okay, so I'm not even sure what I'm supposed to do. I don't know if it needs to be boarded or if it's, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to shoot it down. I don't think I'm supposed to shoot it down. We're gonna try again. Nope, I don't think I'm supposed to shoot it down. So what am I supposed to do? This will be the first quest like this I've done. Let's see if I can shoot the crew on the deck. Okay, I am getting damage on the crew. This is very interesting. Alright, let's just turn and I'm gonna try this again. I don't have gunpowder, so I can't shoot from there. Huh. Okay, let's go just like look at what we're supposed to do here. This seems a bit strange. Okay, so there are undead on that ship. Alright, I'm gonna pull up next to the ship. And what I'm gonna do is be prepared to just jump right back on my ship again. Don't know if this is gonna be silly of me to do, or if this is the intended way of doing this. Okay, that did nothing. Bit hard when you're on the waves, I think. So let me get this, I want to get to the aft of this ship and jump over. Armored drowned, level 7. Alright, I don't know that I'm going to be able to do this. I'm just going to give it a stab. I have a feeling my gear isn't going to be good enough. Let's see. Okay, let's go back to our ship. Hopefully they can't get back on here. They're just gonna bleed. Okay, so I'm not a huge fan of this because this seems very cheesy, but like, a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. If I get hit by more than one of them at a time, I think I'm doomed. Okay, I think I dodged them throwing some crud at me. I'm wondering what they're throwing at me because there's no crud from the ship to throw. That could have been bad. Okay, let me up. So, I wonder if these, they're all just waiting there for me. I want to try something. Darn. I was hoping that that might do something. Alright. Run. Run. I actually think that they are regenerating health, so I don't think this is doable. I don't think this is doable. Oh, maybe it is. I'm just gonna keep going. Why not? I'm gonna try hitting them again because I think it would be really funny. So that one did. Look, that one actually got shots on him. It killed him. Okay, so this can work. It's a bit odd. Do a bandage. Do a bandage. Definitely not doing a Lipa in here. Oh, 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 oh. You know, it would be really nice if my my crew decided to help me with this. But alas, I don't think they are. Alright, that should be another one down. Nice. Look at this. Getting it done. Very nice. So I am level 5 doing level 7 drowned. Okay. Well, that sure was something. It looks like there's likely something below deck. that I'm not gonna want to fight. Food supplies are neatly laid out on the ship. It's strange that the drowned didn't disturb them. Take the food supplies. Okay. We've got the provisions. That was 50 experience points for me. Alright. That was that. I don't know if that was the intended way of doing this. I'm gonna go ahead and just travel with my ship back here. I don't know if that was the intended way of doing this, but it is early access, and I think it is good to maybe do things in ways that aren't intended so that it can be seen by those interested that perhaps it needs a fix. Alright, where was this guy? He was up here somewhere. Okay. Hope there's enough food for everyone. I managed to retrieve it. Both the survivors of Tortuga and I are grateful to you. The governor is dead, and with Hornigold stuck on land, I must keep an eye on everything for now. And things here are like sour wine, a shame to pour it out, but impossible to drink. I've drank some sour wine. So that was another 50 experience points, and I'm still not level 6. So yes, it does take quite a bit of doing to level up, which I'm happy about. Alright, what is the next plan? What is the next thing we need to do? Hale is down here, which would likely give me experience. And so I finally set sail for Hale and the smuggler's quest, since my urge to dig up treasure had been sated. I will mention that this quest that we're about to do right now is a really important one to me, and I'm going to be watching what the NPCs say very closely, because this is the Long Ben quest. This is the smuggler's quest that has to do with the hidden pirate lore that started off this whole Let's Play back on episode 1, where a mysterious note told us of a smuggling ring out of Tortuga that might have something to do with the disappeared Henry Every, who was a pirate legend, a smuggler, and sure enough, we found him on Tortuga, and this quest is a continuation of that whole story. Long Ben is the very same as Henry Every, and he told us to go find Marita, and Marita told us to come find Hale, because apparently Blackbeard and his men are disrupting the smugglers' activities. Look at this. Speaking of Blackbeard, we've got a Blackbeard hauler on the horizon. I want to see if I can jump off here without bothering it, because I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to get level 6, and I am on a mission to discover more about Long Ben and his legend. I set up a quick camp and then headed into the woods in search of Hale. But anyway, what do I have here? This looks suspicious. This isn't what I expected. I'm supposed to be finding Hale. What's this? Okay. Oh, we've got fiddlers in here. Come on. So, oh, and it's a 2-star fiddler. Okay, we got it. Alright. Oh no, Hale's dead! It's hard to see, but he's dead. Whatever Hale was trading in, Marita won't be seeing it. Someone put 3 bullets in him, as if he needed more lead in his life. The killer didn't just ransack the hideout. He left a scrap of paper on the body. You owe me, Henry. Oh no. So, someone knows that Long Ben is Henry. This is not good. Level 6! 3 stat points, 1 talent point, and we got a blood-stained message. I'd be very curious to read that message. It just says, you owe me, Henry. Okay. I thought it was maybe gonna tell us some more of what to do. So the corpse is all that's left. Is there anything in this cache that I can take? There is. Pot with golden horns, clay vase, and an infantry musket. A blue musket. Awesome. Okay, so I had just gotten Buccaneer's friend from doing the Henry Boucher pig quest from one of the starter islands, and now I've got an infantry musket, which allows you to perform a special bayonet. Ooh, this is the one I had a lot of fun with in the alpha, so that's really cool. So yes, if you are looking for that, actually, the loot table's random now, so it may not even be there if you look for it. With a visit to Long Ben in order, I decided to head back to my base, load up on the goods I had hoarded, and then set sail for Tortuga. I'm a pirate, right? I hoard, so it's acceptable in these conditions to hoard. So I've been hoarding. Let me show you. Oh, my camera's in the way, but I'm going to load it all up into my ship's inventory, but just look at all of this stuff ready to go to Tortuga and sell. So that's what we're going to do. It's going to be a lot. So let me put all of these things in here that I don't need and load all of this up, and you will watch it over here on the left fly into my inventory. As I load it all up, I'm going to have to trade off some things that I don't need to bring with me. Look, 175 deckhand insignias. That's going to be a lot of reputation. A lot. I've got so much. I'm going to have to take 2 trips to put this all on my ship. It is time to head to Tortuga and unlock all of the fun things. All of the building pieces, probably a brig. I have enough stuff to do that. I need to summon the ship. Is this the ship? No, I don't think that's my ship. Where's my ship? There she is. Check that out. Flying Fortress. Thank you to Denny in the comments who told me that it was not customary to put the in front of it, like on the back of the ship. So it would just be the name Flying Fortress rather than the Flying Fortress. I played Inventory Tetris for a few minutes and then headed into town to see exactly what I could unlock.
These came from deep places.
Okay, this is the iron hull, which I would really like. Look at this. I think at some point I'm just going to have to do that. You know what? Okay, these are the Smugglers of Port Royal. I want the, it's this one, I believe, yes. Grants 5 stacks of standfast over time. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I need to get him to level 2. And then also I want No Quarter, which destroying an enemy ship within 50 meters restores 30% ship health over 10 seconds. So what I can do with this is I can board, destroy the ship, and then I will get health back. So I need level 3 and I need, okay, level 3. Here we go. We're going to sell 5 of these. We're going to sell all of them. So I'm level 2. We're going to sell this. And where did my, I had a whole bunch of deckhand insignias. Okay, I've got my deckhand insignias. Let's see. Let's just do 10. All right, we're going to have to do 25. Another 25. There we go. Okay, we are now 3, which means I can get the standfast hull bracing, and I can get No Quarter. And I still have enough to get a brig. So let me learn those plans. There's the hull bracing, okay. And then in my inventory, I have the Naval Tactics No Quarter, which I will put on the Ketch. Okay, this is really cool. Now, where is the one that does the brig?
You fight for us, you're equipped.
Okay, so I already have points with Brethren of the Coast. I'm not sure how I did that, but I'm going to go ahead and buy the brig. Okay, we've got the brig. Very nice. Satisfied with my first few purchases, I headed to Long Ben to figure out the rest of his story and see what he has to say. I wonder if he's going to admit he's Henry Every or not. Okay, who's Henry? Haven't heard that name in a long time. Henry Every. That was me before I traded piracy for running this tavern. So he just comes right out and says it. Oh, that's no fun. Okay, why did you change your name? An old tale. 20 years have passed since then, when we spotted that Indian ship with an escort, took our chances and attacked, and by God did it pay off. And that is actual lore. That is in the history books, that Indian escort. The Indian ship with an escort. The holds were bursting with treasure. Okay, brown-eyed. Oh, and this talks about the woman. Yep, so this is exactly what that note said. We split the plunder like the code says. I took the woman with me. I knew they'd never forgive that, but the heart wants what it wants. I saw it coming. They put a bounty on my head, and Marlowe, my bosun, chose two did betray me to the law for a princely reward. I got away, but slipped the authorities enough to nail Marlowe. A few months later, he was sent to the gallows for piracy. My wife and I settled on Tortuga under new names. We opened a tavern with what coin we had left, and with the governor, built the smuggling network Marita now runs. I thought Marlowe was long dead. Turns out old shadows cast new sins. He must be out for revenge. I can help you with this. Word is there's a ship like Marlowe's old tub anchored off the island where our caches used to be. That's my only lead. Best to deal with him before Marlowe tears down everything the governor, Marita, and I built. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be looking for Marlowe. Very interesting. So he just went right ahead and told us that he used to be Henry Every. Well, man, got a lot done in that episode. Let's throw the upgrade on the ship. Let's do that. So, where is it? Here it is. Destroying an enemy ship within 50 meters restores 30% ship health over 10 seconds. Oh, I have to be close to a wharf, so let's go back to my wharf. And we'll throw that on there, and then we'll take a look at what it costs to build a brig. I'm pretty sure I don't just get a brig at default. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to like craft it. So let's manage this ship and put this on there. Nice. So every time I want to buy one of these books, I'm gonna have to like buy a new one. It's not just something I can just put on all my ships, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, look, if I come in here, I don't have the option to put that on there. So each one is gonna require that I go out and farm for it. So here we go. What is the brig gonna require? Nails, copper, timber, wooden plank, linen fabric, coarse fabric. Okay. I can't build a brig until I have visited the foothills because I'm pretty sure for timber you need divvy. And linen fabric you obviously need linen, which I don't have yet. Now the Brethren brig and the Blackbeard brig. So this one will let me put a 24-pound. These are, okay, so the Brethren variant lets me have 6 guns, 12 pounds each, whereas this is 6 guns that could be 12 or 25 pounds, 50,000 HP, 90,000 HP. I do like me a tanky ship. And then the regular brig is 70. Very interesting. Oh man, I was hoping I could get a brig this episode, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen. It looks like I'm going to have to visit the foothills. But anyway, I have more goals to do. I have to farm more piasters now. I have to farm more piasters for more of those building pieces, and I have to start building. I have to continue my story and build up that perfect island I found. I think that's probably what I'm going to do in the next one. Also, really need to visit the foothills so that I can sneak on there and unlock some of these items that I need. I need to get the new type of wood. I need to get iron. I need to get the new leather. I need to unlock the extra base pieces. There's really a lot to do with this. And Henry Every's story needs to continue as well. Where are these foothills? They're up here. You know what? It's time for me to make my way there. It's time to visit the foothills. So thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this more slow-paced, leveling up, just checking out what the game has to offer. The next one will be more of a curated story as I build up my base and visit the terrifying foothills with all of its upgraded goats, pigs, wolves, and probably really, really good musketmen. So, as always, that is it for me today, guys. I hope you have been enjoying your games, particularly if you are playing Windrose. I will see you in the next video.